See how this goes. Did a stream a little while ago and it went decently well. For people to join. Give it about a minute, see if people join. Hey, hello, people are joining. While people join, I'm gonna start mixing epoxy. Hello, people. Fans of the channel. People I may know. Don't mind me, I'm just saying if this is gonna be enough, that's gonna be enough. That's part B. It's easier to test out how much I'm gonna need with. Hello, hello, hello. Do you take requests? I take commissions, but not currently. My commissions are full up. I'll have them open eventually, though. I gotta run through the ones I have remaining before I can open them up again. I'm saying that too much. In this stream, I will be sculpting some just this chest area on this figure I'm doing right now. Made a Lego Methuselah last night, and you fix your Lego Queen Moto. Nice. I'm gonna be sculpting on the chest here, the new details for this 73, another 73 I'm doing for commission. I did 74s a while ago. This is 73. One of three I have to do, but doing this one first because it's part of a double order that I already got one of the figures in for. Seems about alright. Maybe a little more. Your Lego Nozuki? Nice. You know how to make effects for your figures? You can use hot glue. And that works decently well. There's a lot of tutorials on YouTube. You're considering fixing your Godzilla 2019's face? I think it's, you mean paint-wise? If you have the first release, then yeah, you can go for it. Here's what epoxy looks like, how I'm measuring it. The camera's lower this time than it was last time. When I'm measuring it out, it needs to be about equal, and it just about is. It might be too much on the part A. Is this your first stream? God, you could join. It's not my first stream. I've done quite a few streams before, but I don't stream too often. Recently, because it's getting closer to Christmas, I have a little more free time because I'm almost next week. I'm gonna be on break. I'm almost on break though, so teachers aren't really doing too much for school. So I'm streaming a little more in my process. Why are you streaming so late? If the stream pauses, I apologize because I need to check the time, but it is only 8:49 where I am, and at the latest, if you're in America, it's 9:49. So it's not that late. So I see you haven't checked my YouTube and my sculpts. Sorry if I haven't seen your name on my channel before. Uh, I will look at it later on after the stream. Just to see. I like looking at other people's customs, just seeing what they do. Can you make a custom of NECA 2004 Godzilla of an atomic breath of 1989? I might. I'm doing 04 already. I have plans for that, but I don't think Atomic Breath version of 89. Really, I was on last stream. I must have forgotten then. I'll look at your stuff later after the stream. What kind of epoxy do you use? It's epoxy sculpt. This is part B. You need to mix. I already mixed them up, but equal parts A and B. You mix them up equally into like a ball, and then that's about it. And then you use it. You gotta make sure, and it lasts about 2 hours before it starts getting really tough to work with. Wonder if you can make a Haster Rodan out of NECA 2019 Rodan. It'd be a lot of work. I know it's not that late, but it's very inconvenient for kids like me. I apologize for that. Testicles. Where do you get your Godzilla figures? Target, mostly, because Target, my local Target does stock a lot of NECA Godzillas, but and if like I need to get a Bandai figure, if it's at Walmart, I'll grab it at Walmart. Other than that, ordering online is about the only place you can get them. Since NECA has stopped production on Godzilla figures, it's gonna be a lot harder to find them in the wild soon. So, just ordering online. I'm considering making my own Godzilla figure. Any tips? If you mean customizing a pre-existing one, take your time and go slow. If you want to base it on something, use reference materials. Make it your own. At the same time, if you're trying to make it from scratch, I suggest I'm not too. Uh, I don't know a lot about making things completely from scratch. I'd say use an armature or something, like to make it a statue, or use a wireframe inside, so you can what is it, tinfoil to lessen how much clay you're gonna use overall. While I'm mixing this clay, let's just get a good shot of the head so far. I did stream making this head. Well, not the whole thing. I streamed sculpting this part here, and I streamed this, and then I streamed the old version of this, but I took that off and I redid this, and then I did the top of the head, fixed the eyes a little bit, the brow, the nose, and the jaw. That's what it looks like so far. What Godzilla designs haven't you made yet? I haven't done 64B, which I don't really think I might do it in the future. Who knows if I get a spare NECA 64 for other things that just in general. Could someone make a custom Mecha Godzilla? Nah, I don't know. I also haven't done majority of the Heisei designs. I haven't done. I've done all 370s design. I've done basically everything, aside from 04. I'm working on. I haven't done 02, and then anything after I also haven't done, like that are needs a lot of sculpting else. I haven't done a lot of the Heisei aside from 89 and 84 and Burning Godzilla, which is one of my was repaint of the 94 sculpt. Hey, I have 4 NECA 89 figures. How many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 technically. Why NECA Godzilla have eye patch? Just joking. Do you do SH figure arts? Not really. Like customs on them? Not really. Probably making 1989 clay figure. Well, I hope it goes well. Earth Goji Godzilla Earth. I'm not sure. I will do one. It's a lot of sculpting for that design. It's essentially just essentially an entirely new sculpt. If I did it with a NECA figure as a base, Ghost Godzilla. I could probably get. I've been thinking about doing that. NECA 54, and sculpting over that. Or doing a little bit of sculpting, cutting into it, and then adding those lines from the concept art, and then painting it. Pretty decently easy. How about Godzilla Earth from NECA 2014? Like I said, Godzilla Earth in 2014 don't really share a body type at all. It'd be a lot more work than it'd be worth to do that when I can just buy the monster arts or just get the Bandai, which I have the Bandai Godzilla Phileas. Hey, I want to make a whole figure from scratch. Any tips? Use an armature. I'm sorry, I'm adding clay. Armature. Use tinfoil as to save on clay. Take your time. Have reference materials, and just have fun with it. Probably gonna do custom on Playmates figures since they're more affordable. Go for it. Their plastic's pretty tough to cut through, so I know you said you were young, so I'd be advised there because you can't really cut through it at all unless you have a Dremel, which is a very dangerous power tool if you don't know how to use it properly. We ever use bootleg SHMAs for customs? Well, the only bootleg monster arts are the 2019s, so like Godzilla wise, I don't know, maybe. Monkey, Rodan 2019 poster version. I don't know why people always suggest that when Rodan is basically already in his poster colors. Like, it is literally my Rodan repaint, because in the movie he's about the same, unless you just want a... Do 1992? I'm going to do 1992. That's what one of the specific designs I'm doing. I might only do 1992 out of the mid Heisei, because I think it's the most unique. You should make your own NECA Godzilla, like custom Godzilla. Maybe. I might. I've been thinking about making an entirely original figure. Like Godzilla figure from scratch with joints, but I don't know. Isn't it expensive when buying a Godzilla figure, then customizing, and then buying the same, and then buy the same figure? Like buying it over and over again? Yeah, it's expensive. I have to pay full price for each one, but I think it's worth it. Like a King Goji with promotions from the suit. What? He has the wrong proportions. I think the proportions are pretty fine. It's just like some of the head shape is a little bit off, but that's about it. Bootleg Ghidorah SHMA exist too. Yeah, but what am I gonna be able to do with that? Aside from like Ghidorahs that have already been done. I'm gonna make an articulated Rodeo 1964. I don't do Bandai customs anymore. Lag, yay. Can you make a custom singular point Godzilla? I plan to, but I need to wait to see if it's even going to be possible, because I need to know the body type first and what parts I need. What do you want to see in the NECA King Kong line? Uh, the NECA King Kong line, I want to see another Kong, maybe. I'm not sure though. Maybe some retro dinosaur designs. Do you have 2003 Hyper Mazer Blast Godzilla? No, I do not have that one. How about Skull Island NECA King Kong? I don't know. I think I like my NECA Kongs the way they are, just normal, with just the custom heads. Uh, can you release 6-inch Playmates Godzilla Final Wars? That's if I could even find it, which a lot of people are having trouble finding them now. Shin Godzilla has become rare as hell, or heck, sorry, super rare because they stopped making Shin, and final, like all the Playmates stuff is sort of becoming harder to get for some reason. Even though it's almost Christmas, they should be stocking them more. Like my local Walmart for Playmates only has the GVK stuff, and it's not a big selection. It's only the last Godzilla and the 6-inch Kong. And that's about it. Just feel like Godzilla may paint metallic colors might make a good Mecha Godzilla. I like accuracy over anything else. In a few days, I should have done Playmates. Let's see. What are you guys saying here? You see here, I'm just preparing to add detail to the sculpt. Just need to blend it in. Sorry for the background noise. Blend it in with the already existing sculpt. So it looks nice when I'm sculpting over it. The stream might not be long. I might continue it on Instagram because I want to stream on both. Hey, I'm here. F for NECA. Very, very sad that NECA doesn't have the rights anymore. If NECA gets back the right to Godzilla, what figure would you like them to make? Well, essentially right now, all they have to do, I doubt they're going to tackle mid-Heisei. The only things they have to do are Showa designs, '04, and 2000. And I would be up for all of them. Just got on what are you sculpting right now. I'm about to sculpt on chest details for this 73 I'm working on for commission. Playmate Shin Godzilla, Playmate Space Godzilla. Shin Godzilla is worse, like objectively. This is kind of awkward, but like I never sculpted on this details on camera before, so I need to really kind of not half focus. Sorry if I'm not looking at the chat, but like I said, I need to kind of focus a little bit for this. This is important detail work that I don't want to mess up. I might need to clean off this tool real quick. You You want to see in Gears by NECA? I wish NECA did some other kaiju as well. I think they could have done pretty good if they did more. They would have seen more profits, and we would have gotten more figures. There we are. That's a little nicer. Excess clay on it. What figure do you like? Would you like SH Monsters to make? I don't know. I don't really collect SHMAs. I have a few of them, but I don't really collect them too often. Last question: what do you think about repainting Playing with Space Godzilla? I don't know. There's not too much sculpted detail there for me to work with. I've seen some people make it look pretty good, but there's not really much I could do. Like if you want to see me repaint a Space Godzilla, I did the Bandai one, Bandai Japan, a while ago. I think over a year ago now, but so it's a slightly older repaint, but uh, it came out pretty nice, I feel. Need to get this detail in. I need to make sure it's straight too. I don't want it to be crooked. But here is how this is looking right now. If you wanna, let's get in a little closer. It's not really the most perfect, because it's really awkward sculpting like this. Uh, I'll need to refine this a little later, but this is about generally how I do it. I'm typically closer to my own face when I'm doing this, though. Let me, hold on, give me a second so I can really see what I'm doing here. I'm being silent because I'm focusing. Give me a second. There we go. Yep, bumping on the camera. I don't want to bump that. Here's some more detail there. What are your plans for Titanosaurus? The one back here. This is just, I bought it without a head, so I'm making a new head. What are you planning to work on next? I have a lot of things I need to work on. No, they need to make other Godzilla monsters like Titans. You should do a Q&A. This is essentially Q&A. If you have the flame effects, you could do Flaming Godzilla 1975. You could do custom figure for the Mutos. I'm not sure about it. There's a lot of people doing Muto related customs recently. I don't feel like mine will be anything special. Okay, we need to get this done here. I think you should do the new Titanosaurus or Titanosaurus from Singular Point. I might. I need to wait if they're gonna make figures of them on their own though. Hey, could you do more with that Titanosaurus? Yeah. There's some issues with licensing rights and whatnot, but if NECA make King Kong from King Kong Escapes, Mechanic Kong, that'd be extremely awesome. Yeah, it'd be cool. See more Mechanic Kong merch. And to see the Showa Kong be made into an official figure, because I don't think there's any official figures of that specific Kong, aside from some model kits, resin model kits. Here's how that skin's looking right now. Hey, oh my god. Oh, hey, Bianca. NECA did say they were doing a Toon Kong. Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna look like. You make your custom Godzilla 1968 from 1964. All my Showa Godzillas are from the 1964, aside from like 62 and 54 and 55, because the 54 base worked better for 55, and my 62 is just a repaint. Got them sculpting going on. Could you make a custom of Gorosaurus? Maybe. Uh, I can make a custom of anything really, but it depends on if I have the real motivation and drive or need to do it. Right now, I'm just going through the paces, doing commissions for Godzilla suits, and doing what I want, finishing out my Godzilla suit collection for NECA figures. In the end, I'm gonna have every single Toho suit, or a representation of every single Toho suit, even if it like isn't every single variation on that suit. Like, I'm not gonna make a different figure for 68 through 72. I'm just not. What's your favorite snack? Pretzels, I think. I don't know. It was indeed illegal. I should recruit it. Maybe you do Jiras from Ultraman. I have plans for Jiras and Gomez eventually. Uh, but not right now. Jiras is essentially my 65 head, with an almost unaltered 64 body. It'd just be a frill essentially. It'd be relatively easy to do. You're doing Jet Jaguar 2.0. I don't know if I'll do Jet Jaguar. Customs from are some of the best I have ever seen. You get very detailed and it's beautiful. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the support everyone gives me. As you can see here, I'm just sort of roughing out the shapes of the scales. I typically go in, well, I will go in, and I'm going to define every individual one, every individual little line later. Uh, because it makes it look nicer. And doing it like this with a lot of little sort of cuts adds a lot more detail to it. Instead of just going like that. Just going with one swoop, it doesn't have a lot of detail. But if you go with a lot of nice little lines, a lot of detail comes through because the clay is moving everywhere. I feel it looks a lot closer to how the suits look. Just have it look a lot rougher. We're going like this. Make a mess. This isn't flat, so I'm just going to smooth this out. And then go in like this. I know it's probably out of focus, but I need to focus on it on my own. So here's a bit about how it looks like right now. I need to probably go. I might either redo it or I might just define it a little more. You could say, I would say bear out if you make custom. There's available. I have $50. Which Godzilla figure merchandise should I get? NECA 1989. One pretty good, not pretty good, really good figure. Can you make a NECA Super Godzilla? I might. Cool to make a Nuzuki out of a toy snake. I have to wait to see how the design looks and if I want to or not. Uh, there we are. Now I'm just gonna pull it out of frame so I can really get into it and go into the nitty gritty more. I'm gonna combine some uh some scales, makes a lot of them whiter. Uh, just go in and separate some of them. Enjoy the silence of me sculpting because I'm just focusing on really getting in there and getting every single detail. Should be almost done, just defining it a little more. I'll always make some more changes as I'm going along. I might redo this since it's a 70s design and the scales are larger on those designs. But that's generally how it looks right now. I would save around, but there's not that many figures on the market. I'm assuming you're talking to someone else. Can you make Snow Godzilla? I have plans to. Hmm. Hmm. How does that look? I think that might be too small for 73. They can do two Kong. How come they can't make King Bibber Godzilla? Because Toho wouldn't let them. They tried. How does that looks decent, doesn't it? It's not the best. I might, you know what? I might probably gonna redo this. Just gonna squish it down and start over. It's a little bit too small for my liking. Let's see what it looks like from a distance. Uh, how does that look? Too small. Too small. I'm just gonna redo this. Give me. This is how the process is. I do a whole sculpt, and then I undo it just so I can redo it again. Can you fix like a Shin Godzilla? I already did. Look for the thumbnail with Shin Godzilla and Atomic Shin in this like their heads are back to back. That's the one I fixed them in like almost 1 or 2 years ago. Did I custom 90s face Godzilla in the background? This is an 89 custom sculpt. Oh, the face fell off. That I'm working on a redo, like a full redo. What was that? Something fall off? I don't know what it was. But this is basically a full redo of the NECA 89. Come on, stay on. What fell off? I'll have to check later. Okay, so we're gonna take a little bit of water. I'm gonna brush this on. And we're gonna try again. So here is my blank slate. And then we're just going to go like this. A little bit larger this time. Why don't you make your own version of Net Godzilla out of Net Godzilla figure? Because I'm not good at designing figures. I like my own original designs. I'm better at following something that's already made and just sculpting accurately off of that. Could you do NECA 2004 Manila and I don't know. Maybe that fixed NECA Shin Godzilla is beautiful. Thank you. For a lot of the NECA Godzillas I have on my channel, just look at my custom figures playlist. There's a playlist called Custom Figures on my channel. That will, it's too small still. That has pretty much all my customs on it. Here we are. That's a little better. That's better. That's better. That's a lot larger. That's a lot more like how uh, it should look. Could you make an Akira using Godzilla 1954? I don't know. That it's way too different proportionally. It'd basically be doing it from scratch at that point. Since NECA is gonna make any more, are you planning on making custom G 2002? Uh, I don't know. I don't know about 2002. I might if I get another spare '03, but I'm not really sure. It's not that much different. It's literally just the '03 without the scar. I need to fix the face a little more. Slightly different like details in some spots, but like it's not too much of a change that I think it really warrants me to do a figure for. Like I said, like really minor changes I don't think I'm gonna really do. If you can make a custom fake Godzilla, I might use the Bandai figure, the Bandai 1968 Bandai America figure for that, as I don't want to use an articulated figure since it'd be kind of pointless. Since fake Godzilla's jaw doesn't even move for the actual fake Godzilla suit. Oh, carpal tunnel gonna kill you soon? It's been killing me for a while. That's just the life of customizing sculptor. Repeated actions over and over again. Hand in the same position. Can you make custom Super Mecha Godzilla or just Mecha Godzilla? I don't know. Movie accurate payments Kong, that might be too hard. Like, might be way too much of a change. I recommend buying a wrist brace, as your cousin has terrible carpal tunnel too. I might invest in one if more issues arise later on. Uh, for now, I think I'm gonna just power through it. I don't sculpt one like 24/7 anyways. I take breaks, frequent breaks. So, I don't know. Uh, just need to get some more good detail. I'm much more happy with this, how this is looking now. This is looking much better. It's much larger. It's much more accurate to the 70s designs. Could you do a custom zone fighter? I started one a long time ago, and I might finish it eventually. You also love my NECA 2009/1999. It's amazing, beautiful. Thank you very much. I always appreciate all the support you guys give me. I really do. Like this, you can kind of see a little better what I'm doing. Not too much. There's still a big old glare. But kind of. Need to go and cut this out. What's that? A big challenge for you would be completely customized Monster Arts King Ghidorah. He has a lot of inaccuracies. It'd be a major challenge, and I'm not sure if it'd even be worth it. Because the joint stability on that figure is already not the best. So it'd be probably better off making my own original sculpt. But I'm not that good at doing completely original sculpts yet. More water. There we are. A little bit of water makes it a little bit easier to cut through, so it doesn't look all Having roughness is nice for texture, but too much roughness hides everything in the blurriness. Uh, have you watched Evangelion? Yes. Love your custom Shin, not just Shin and Godzilla, Godzilla, all of them. I mean, all of them. Thank you. If you have a spare 2019 Godzilla, you can make Godzilla 2021. Godzilla 2021 is the exact same as 2019. 100%. It's gonna be the exact same model. It only looks a little more spiky in the teasers we've gotten because that's just how the design looks. It just looks a little. If we look at the NECA from the front, it looks a little more spiky like that. He just has those spot. He just has those raised areas on his body from the very head on, like looking up. That's just how he looks. Would you say you're more of an add-on customizer with already existing sculpt? Right now, yeah, I have done some completely original sculpts, but I haven't really finished them, so I haven't posted them on here too much, like at all. I have that Mothra sculpt that I posted here a long while ago. That I haven't finished. I might finish it soon, just to get it out of the way. Uh, I think I'm working to becoming like a completely, because like at a certain point, once you stop adding on to a pre-existing figure, it's not really customizing. It's making your own figures. Right now, I'm still just customizing pre-existing stuff by adding stuff on. Ah, my hands hurting. I need to stretch it out for a second. It's a 2020. I'm assuming you're talking about SP. I don't think they have too many similarities at all, aside from basic like Godzilla look. I don't know, but you would Anime Ghidorah possible or no? Anime Ghidorah probably not. That's very a lot of not enough sculpting for. My arm's kind of hurting now. Yep, carpal tunnel. It's a thing. I had it in that position too long. I'm gonna readjust. I'm much more happy with how this one looks. This sculpt. Larger, a larger skin texture is a lot better for the 70s designs. For Showa Godzilla in general, it's not as thin as I was making it. That's a lot better. Looks a lot better. I need to adjust the size of it a little more by going in between and roughing it out. And the way I sculpt, you can tell, it adds a lot of detail to the top of the spines. Because if I just went top of the spines, top of the scales we're going to call it, keloid scars essentially, going like that adds detail to the top. If I just went just with one line, uh, it would have looked really smooth on top, which is an issue I had before I knew how to really sculpt how I do now. What are you guys saying? What kind of clay? Wait a minute. Do you have a spare tail tip 2019? How could you commission it for a custom? I don't have a spare tail tip. I'm sorry. I'm not taking new commissions right now. What kind of clay do you use to customize Godzilla figures? I use Epoxy Sculpt. It's 2-part clay. You mix equal parts A, equal parts B, and then you get a nice clay like this that hardens and sets in about 3 hours. By an hour and a half, it's really like hard to work with though. Could you also do Nick Godzilla Island Fake Godzilla? You mean Heisei Godzilla, Showa Godzilla chest showing through? Probably not. Well, it's not really a good order from that trilogy. It's more a flying spaghetti monster. Eh, I think I might. I don't know. I like the anime trilogy decently well. I enjoy it. I understand there's a lot of issues with it though, and a lot of people don't like it. Uh, okay, we're just gonna go through here. I don't like using the back, but I kind of have to for this instance. There we are. Raise this up. It's been 40 minutes since I started streaming. So this clay's about, I think I mixed it for 5 minutes, for 3 minutes. This clay's almost 40 minutes mixed. So I gotta work a little fast. I don't have too much left for this mix though, so I should be good. we are. Sorry for hearing any background noise. I'm not alone in my house. I live with my family, obviously. You can kind of see the sculpt underneath. I just need to move some clay from here, like this piece, up here, to fill in it a little bit, and to add to a texture. Here we are. Okay, you guys made a lot of comments. Right, how happy you are for the new Godzilla anime. I'm pretty excited for it. I love that MIB custom head. Thank you. Hey, yeah, hello. To me, it's average. It average at best. The anime trilogy. I feel like the new series coming out might be redo. It's not a redo of the anime trilogy. It's just a new anime, essentially. It's just a new interpretation of Godzilla. Gotta go. Love the way it looks so far. Thank you. Not good. Hey, you ever wondered what Midnight Blue would look like on Godzilla 2004 spines? Because blue, and it's amazing. Messed up, but purple and blue to paint together. Painted on 2004 spikes. I like to use neon paints, so I'm not sure if I'll try that, but maybe I will in the future. Particularly fond of neons for atomic breath repaints, as seen in every single atomic breath repaint I've ever done. Even the one I did for Steven's Toy Reviews. Okay. Going in, defining the skin. Defining it not only helps when it's painted and it gives it texture on top, but it also makes it look more like how it should. Because the 70s Godzillas have pretty well defined and evenly, like, they're pretty spaced out detail in the chest. So I just need to go like this. Cut it through it in some points because it's not just straight lines. It's a lot of individual marks like that. And then go all the way down there. Here's how it... that doesn't look right. We're just going to go up here. We're going to continue this. Bring this down. Bring this up. Here's how it looks now. This should be fine once I paint it. But it's just the original plastic kind of showing through. There's not enough clay right there. What is happening to the Titanosaurus figure? I bought this figure without a head, so I'm making an entire head from scratch. It's basically going to be a proof to see if I'm good at doing things from scratch. It's essentially just a bunch of scrap epoxy that I've... Because when you do things like this, it has a working time, and once it's if I mix too much or if it's becoming too hard to use, I just stick it on here to fill it out a bit. Oh, and it fills out the shape, and it's helping me. I gotta sand this whole big thing later, though, just to make it smooth, and then go over with a final layer that detail. Came out beautifully. It's on my shelf watching me. Better make your video your unfinished custom because of the mistakes that make it better. Yeah, making mistakes is always a learning experience, essentially. You need mistakes to get better. I might end the stream soon on YouTube. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should, because I post not as often as I used to, but I do post on there. You can find me on Instagram, Godzilla154. You just look it up and I pop up. I post a lot of things on there. I don't post as much as I used to on there. If you want to really get in contact with me and talk to me, I have a Discord. It's in my About page on my channel. But now that this side of Godzilla's chest is done, I might end the stream here and move to Instagram. Because I want to stream on both platforms tonight. just so I can interact with people on both. Because I have a slightly different group of people who follow me on Instagram. I have about the same amount of subscribers and followers, but it seems like it's different people and a slightly different group, and I want to give them a taste on how I make my customs. So I'm just gonna refine this though before I do head off. Fold that in. Bring this together. There is almost done with this side. Not done yet. Need to go like this, cut that. There we go. That breaks up the... If it looks like a line for too long, you need to break it up. Just break it up. Make it look like it's individual lines. There is the completed sculpting for this side of the chest. This is how it came out. Well, not completed. I'm going to do some more refining later on and some more touch-ups. But here's how it looks like right now. This is for a commission for 73. And for commissions, I like to go all out. Because that's what they're paying for. For me to go all out and make their favorite designs. Here's how this looks like right now. I thank you all for popping in for the stream. I know it's not the longest. Well, 50 minutes, that's pretty decent length. This stream might end up not going unlisted. I might upload this. This one was pretty nice. Hello, your customs are awesome. Thank you very much. The stream is about to end, but this is a nice way to show people how I sculpt. In about 30 minutes with the retry, 20 minutes, I was able to take it from just raw sculpt to looking like this. Just raw clay. When it's painted, a lot of more detail pops because there's no glare and stuff, but here's how this looks like right now. I'll refine this later on, but thank you all for popping into the YouTube for this stream on YouTube. I will probably start streaming right after this on Instagram if you follow me on there. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining. That's been me, Godzilla 54, just signing off.